Welcome. So, it's always a pleasure to see everybody. Again, another Southbridge Business Partnership meeting, and I got to thank Savers Bank, Howie and Lisa Brust and Kimberly are going to help us along tonight with some information. But again, they're sponsoring this whole thing this evening, and thank you very much to Savers Bank. So, and so at this point, I'm going to bring Howie right up and let him tell us what we're going to be seeing tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. Savers Bank is very happy and proud to be the sponsor tonight to have this function. I'm going to introduce Kimberly Chason, who is going to discuss financial literacy and how we can partner with Savers to do that with either a nonprofit or a for-profit entity. So without further ado, if she would like to come up and take it from here.
So my name is Kimberly Chason. I am the Employee Development Business Partner for Savers Bank. I am here to talk to you about financial literacy, how we can partner together. So it's not just a buzzword. It's essential. It is. It equips us with the knowledge to make informed decisions, leading to greater monetary stability. I can't speak. I get super nervous talking in front of people. I know, and you're making me wicked nervous, so if you could just watch the screen. Yeah, I'm doing great. But it just leads to greater monetary stability, less stress, and a higher quality of life. So what we'll do, Alan, if you want to click, I just want to share some financial literacy statistics with you. So according to the National Financial Education Council, although 50% of Americans consider themselves financially literate, only 33% had an average or better score when it came to answering basic financial literacy questions. And they were basic, like I saw the test. So basically that disparity just highlights the urgent need for personal financial education. 64% of Americans find that money is a source of stress. However, that number jumps to 77% for parents who have children under the age of 18. So recently, I was lucky enough to host Tantasqua Vocational High School at Savers Bank. We had like a 3-hour field trip. It was a lot of fun. It was actually their carpentry students, and it was just 3 hours of jam-packed information. Those kids were absolutely amazing. How much information that they knew that they were willing to share. It was just really incredible. We actually had a bonding moment when we were talking about just the what's it like at home with parents talking about money, right? Like, money is a stressful subject. So while we were talking, I had just mentioned growing up, my parents were super young. Like, I remember all the fights that my parents had when it came to money. So to this day, even though I have enough money to pay my bills, if, like, when I was married, whenever the subject of money came up, I filled with anxiety. And I know that it was just observing all the fights when I was growing up. But we had a lot of fun. So CNBC reported that the lack of financial literacy cost 15% of adults at least $10,000 in 2022, which was an increase from the previous year. I know, it's crazy. But if you could click one more time. According to the Fed's 2022 Economic Well-Being of U.S. Households survey, that's a mouthful, 37% of Americans lack enough money to cover a $400 emergency expense. This is up 5% from last year, which is up even more from the previous year. And I stopped looking at 2019 because it was just sad. So, who's responsible to teach financial literacy? Whose responsibility is it to teach our young people? CBS Boston reported only 25 states in the US are required to teach personal finance courses to graduate high school. New Hampshire's one of them. Connecticut is one of them. Rhode Island is one of them. But Massachusetts, one more time, is not. Massachusetts does not have a financial literacy requirement when it comes to graduating. So that same report shared that Champlain College in Vermont puts out a report card every year. That's actually where I got this slide, was from their report card. But the report card that they send out every year grading each state on their efforts. So although 29 states got an A or B, Massachusetts got an F. One more time, Alan. I'm happy to share that little report card right next to it because the good news is that this college estimates by 2028, the number of states getting a C, D, or F will drop 53% in 2028. So it'll go from 53% to 28%, which is really, really exciting. There are only 4 states projected in 2028 to have an F. Massachusetts is one of them. Yeah, it's incredible. The exciting part is that Connecticut and Rhode Island were previously an F, and in 2028 they're projected to have an A. So it can be done. So, the benefits of financial literacy. It empowers individuals to make informed financial decisions. It reduces financial stress and improves overall well-being, and it enhances economic stability and growth on both individual and community levels. So, what is Savers Bank doing about this? In 2023, we partnered with a vendor to sponsor 12 schools in and around our footprint. And we always ask for feedback from them. Mr. Hughes, who sent us this feedback, is the business ethics course instructor at St. John's High School. And he shared that his senior business ethics students used 2 of the workbooks that our vendor offers. And I actually have examples of them right up there on the coffee table. Used 2 of those workbooks, which helped them in their college selection process by understanding the true costs and what should be considered with those costs. He really enjoyed the modules and felt that they aligned with his curriculum on life's virtues and vices that influence success. I did share earlier that I had Tantasqua High School in. This is actually feedback that we got from that teacher. It was one of the, I was exhausted by the time they left. Like, they were only there 3 hours. I was exhausted. But one of the things that I really liked is the students actually gave us a 4.9 out of 5 for, I know, isn't that crazy? For overall satisfaction, and they gave us a 4.8 out of 5 for relevancy on information that can be used in their day-to-day lives right now. I know, it was a lot of fun. My favorite feedback moments were when one of the children shared that they didn't realize that a bank is a resource, that they don't have to have all the answers when they walk into a bank. A bank is where they can go to get the answers. And I thought that was amazing. And my other really fun moment was how disappointed they all were with what a bank vault looks like. They all had like Hollywood bank vaults on the mind, and it was such a letdown and so much fun. Yeah. So one of the other really exciting pieces is that Mr. I think it's Segan. Oh, do you guys know him? He is awesome. Oh, you know him. Yes, I know you know him. He is awesome. But he actually, at the next staff meeting, shared how much his students had learned and urged all of them to schedule a tour with Savers Bank. Well, I'll be medicated. Yeah, amen. Amen. So why am I sharing this information with you? The reason why, and oddly enough, I know it's hard to believe, I'm not a salesperson. I'm not. I am employee development. I love developing skills. That's what gets me excited, gets me up in the morning, which is part of what the financial literacy allows me to do. So the vendor that we partnered with for the schools also provides a financial wellness center. It's basically a microsite, and it's available to elevate the financial literacy skills of employees and customer bases. So Savers Bank has this financial wellness center on our website. I challenged our employees to finish a couple modules and give us feedback. It was actually a lot of fun. So some of the feedback that I got, one of our individuals said IRAs had always confused them. They just found them very, very confusing. And so they took the IRA module that was on our Financial Wellness Center, and they said they understand it better now than they ever had. So I felt that was pretty good feedback. So I think we're a couple slides behind. Oh, there we go. Thank you. So what I really want to share is that you can't really see it that well on the screen, but we have the ability to co-brand with local businesses and give them their own financial wellness center platform with their logo. So you can see the very first logo, it says your logo, but it's really hard to see. So basically, or actually one of the features with this is it's a shareable link that can be easily shared across different social media, emails, and showcased on a business website reflecting your commitment to financial education, and it also strengthens brand recognition and reputation. One more. So what does this Financial Wellness Center offer? It has a coach module, which it's like having a virtual financial mentor that guides you through complex topics and helps you solve the toughest financial challenges. The calculators are a lot of fun. They assist individuals in making important life decisions, from budgeting to understanding debt costs. So one of the things that I had done with the Tantasqua high school students, because they were carpentry students, we looked at what Home Depot's credit card interest rate was. It's astronomical. And I had shown them using one of the calculators how much interest they would pay if they borrowed $10,000 from Home Depot over a period of time. And they were stunned into silence. They could not believe it. And then one of the kids, Kyle, who was awesome, he got a little upset. He did not think that was fair at all. The articles simplify complex financial topics. They just make them easier to understand, whether it's buying a car or a house, doing any kind of retirement, investing, debt repayment, even how to rebuild credit. They have all of those things. If you get yourself in trouble, here's how to get yourself out of trouble, which is super, super helpful. Yes, please, thank you. So registration isn't required to use any of these resources that are on the Financial Wellness Center. And also, I just learned today, I I haven't learned a whole lot about it. But our vendor is actually incentivizing registered users, right? So they're going to, it's going to be some kind of small reward system, whether it be a gift card. I don't know why that word was so hard for me. Whether it be a gift card or a coupon or what have you, but they are incentivizing using it, which can also be used on the co-branding sites. I feel like I should have led that with a, but wait, there's more. What I am most excited about is what we can offer nonprofits at no cost. So in addition to the co-branding on the Financial Wellness Center, I can actually set you up with an Educator account, the exact same ones that our schools are using that we sponsor. This gives nonprofits access to every module that they currently offer from grades 3 through 12. The modules cover banking, digital wellness, digital footprints, budgeting. They even have an advanced budgeting. Like, there's so many different tools that can be used. So although the courses are available to students, don't let that dissuade you from using those courses for adults. Because remember, 33% of American adults, only 33% had an average score or better. And this is where the personal finance basics begin. One more. So the Educator Account, thank you. The Educator Account gives nonprofits the ability to order unlimited workbooks, which are designed to be used right along with their online modules. They have access to all the lesson plans. They can create an unlimited amount of classrooms, keep track of progress, monitor what topics might need a little bit more time. And there's also a messaging feature where you can reach out directly to me for assistance, and then also an online support option as well. So there is also an app that provides all those fantastic calculators. It is free to download for both Apple and Android. Just enter Southbridge's zip code and choose Savers Bank. If you would like a little more information, I have pamphlets. So I have pamphlets right up front that have the co-branding opportunities as well as what we can do for nonprofits. There's one for each. My contact information is on there. And I thank you all very much for your time.
Thank you very much. So at this point, I have open mic. I don't know if anybody's got any events or things that they'd like to publicize to the rest of the membership.
Hi, everyone. I'm very excited to share that the Optical Heritage Museum will be hosting the Southbridge Middle School 8th graders in June. So all 147 kids. Yeah, I met with Sari Hooley. Yes, in 2 sessions. But we're excited about this because we're hoping this is the beginning of many more to come. So just wanted to share that with this group.
All right. Thank you.
Hi, folks. If you don't know me, I'm the executive director for the local Chamber of Commerce. So we do have, this is kind of our busy season. So we do have quite a few things happening coming up pretty fast. So on May 1st, we have a networking event at Old Sturbridge Village at the Ox and Yoke Mercantile. On, excuse me, May 8th at the Public House from 5:30 to 7, we have Delcy Bean, who is the president of Paragus IT. He's going to be offering a seminar on artificial intelligence, kind of the good, the bad, the ugly, and what business people really need to know, and just kind of the general public. Train has already left the station, folks. You gotta get on board because it will run you over if you're not aware of its capabilities. So we'll have appetizers, cash bar at that event. The Brimfield shows, just to warn you, traffic changes. May 14th through the 19th. Through the 19th. This is the 65th anniversary of the shows on the Friday, which I believe is the 17th at 7 a.m. There is a monument that has recently been listed on the National Historic Register in honor of Gordon Reed, who started the Brimfield shows, and the unveiling will be happening at his former field, which is now the Brimfield Winery, at 7 a.m. So that should be a real boost for the local economy, but it also means traffic will be heavier than it has been the last several May shows, so just warning you. And on May 19th at the Charlton Beagle Club from 3 to 6, we're having a meat raffle as a fundraiser for the chamber, but our special twist is that with each round of the raffle, we have a special offering that is smoked by Brian Treitman at BT Smokehouse. So it should be a lot of fun. And we've got more happening in June, but I'll bore you then.
I didn't write any of that down, and I don't think. Okay, so you have a website. Okay. Is there a way that we can utilize like the partnership that like if she has these events, she can send them so we get the emails to our. I just feel like there's a lot of people here that probably would like to have all that information.
I don't know. Would Jack be able to put stuff on the SBP site?
So in our coming soon that we've been teasing, our new website, we're switching over our website and moving to a content management system. And so we're going to have like public forum. Minimally, people will be able to post to like public forums, like happenings or events, or like, hey, if you're an SBP.
Some of those things sounded great, but first of all, I didn't know you had a website, and second of all, I'm not going to go to it. But if I got an email in my box that said there's a meat raffle tomorrow, then I'd probably be more inclined to take part of it, you know? But
I'm Cindy Howard from the Center of Hope, and I just want to announce that our ice cream shop will be open again. We sincerely hope that it will be May 1st next week on Wednesday, and of course, as you all know, that the hardest part is getting staffing. So we certainly plan to be open on May 1st. I want you to hold me to it. I want you to look and make sure that that's the date. But that's right now. That's the planned date. And it's like our Hope's Treasures too, that is moving to West Street. We don't have an exact date for that either. We've been changing all kinds of stuff in our system. So we. Hiring? Yes, always hiring. Yes? You want a job? No. We do have high school kids who do come to work at the ice cream shop after school. So if you have that level of person who has to get a card from school or whatever you call it there, the permission, but sure. Yep. Thanks very much. I look forward to seeing you at our ice cream shop. Thanks.
I got Mike Brunell from Southbridge Recreation Committee.
Thank you so much. Southbridge Recreation Department, but also kind of speaking on behalf of a few departments, spokesman for Southbridge tonight. The Small Business Marketing Workshop is going on at the library. They have the Quinnebog Valley Community Development Corporation putting that on. Fundamentals of Marketing are on Monday, May 6th. And social media marketing is on Monday, May 13th. So feel free to check those out. Related to any business, I did have some rock painting that I did over 2 weeks ago with the community. And I remember Lisa from our Southbridge branch of Savers mentioned that just kind of community will put together Southbridge Rocks. It's a Facebook page. People just paint rocks and share that along. But there was a partnership between a few businesses where, it might be a nice saying or a nice picture on one side. You flip it over and maybe it says $10 off at this ice cream shop or a pizza place or something. And it got people to incentivize walking around the trails and around town and getting a little bit out of it. So if there's any businesses that would like to partner with anything like that, I have a ton of rocks and we plan to be beautifully painted and they'll probably be put around. We have a ton of trail walks coming up in May and June. So if you have any interest in that, feel free to find me. Check it out on the Southbridge Recreation tab on the Southbridge Town Hall page. We have all the information about that. And the cleanup that they do for the town wide starts at 8 a.m. on May 4th, rain day May 5th. So feel free to get involved, help out them. And I do know United Way is doing their Day of Caring, which I do park cleanups as well. So if any businesses would like to get involved with that, please reach out to United Way. If you don't know how, feel free to reach out to me. I can get you in touch. I think that's just about it. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael.
All right. Who knows what's the longest consecutive running road race in the country? The one that the Southbridge YMCA runs on the 4th of July. So this year's the 75th anniversary. So they sent out an email today, but they didn't really give a whole lot of details. So the next meeting, I'll give you hopefully some more details, but we're definitely looking for sponsors and volunteers and runners. So it takes place on the 4th of July, of course, starts right at the Y. So I'd like to see as many of you there as possible. Secondly, I'll add, I'm actually meeting with Kimberly tomorrow. Too bad I messed up on the meeting we had scheduled before this evening. But I actually, well, let me just start. Massachusetts actually has a bill out for financial literacy. I partnered with, well, don't clap yet. I actually partnered with the National Financial Educators Council, which we started the Massachusetts National Financial Educators Council, and the advisory board is having our first meeting actually next month. We actually scored Massachusetts financial literacy bill a 4.2 out of 100. So the only good thing they had about it was it's a standalone course, but they don't even fund it. So I am looking to change the status quo. Our kids deserve more, so I'm actually advocating that kids get standalone financial education starting in the 3rd grade. I'm currently running a pilot program at Vernon Elementary School in Worcester, and the kids are doing great. We have 3rd graders already knowing what they want to do because we teach income careers, for example. So they already have an idea about what career I want to work. They know how much they're making. I had one, I'll just share this real quick. I had one 4th grader. All he wanted to do is be a trash man. Of course, we need sanitation workers. You know, I owned a dry cleaners for a while, but before I owned the dry cleaners, I was a presser. So we need those kind of workers. But all he wanted to do is drive the trash truck. Got into income career entrepreneurship. Now he wants to be a businessman. So if we teach them that they have other options at an early age, they would do it. And why is it so important, starting at 3rd grade? 3rd graders just learning it. 5th graders it's already too late. 5th graders are already questioning, why do we have to learn about money? So that's why I'm advocating for that. So just want to share that.
Thank you, Ellis. All right. And anybody else? All right. Well, just so everybody knows, May 22nd is our next partners meeting. I don't have a location at this point in time, but it should be coming out within the next week or so. I want to try and get it on the calendar by next week. So, thank you very much for attending tonight. Travel safe and have a great evening.